It took several months to build this home on wheels. It even has a GPS system and a built-in radio. Besides that, it has all the perks of a normal household. Vanessa is 42 inches and Nicholas is 48 inches. Today these kids could ride in a car seat with just a seatbelt, but beginning on Tuesday they'll have to ride in a booster seat until they reach 50 inches. Moving trucks are being packed up after tenants are being forced to vacate their apartments. This is after the city of Reynoldsburg deemed them unsafe. Tenants have until Sunday evening before they're locked out for good. I'm in what used to be somebody's front yard. Neighbors told me when the Enbrow levee broke, 8 feet of water crashed through this house, knocking it from its foundation. I'm at the Spotsville School off of US 60, and this is one of the possible locations a checkpoint may be conducted over the next few months. I'm told the state will offer fair market value to these houses, but neighbors tell me that this won't be enough to replace the memories. The airport authority isn't wasting any time tearing down houses. Here's one house that's already been razed. Other homeowners have a year before they have to find another house they can call home. In Bremen, Kentucky, GM retiree John Clark and his wife Joyce are experiencing the ups and downs of the golden years. They received a not-so-welcome letter in the mail from General Motors headquarters about the changes the company will make.
Thinking that there's no way General Motors can go broke. But I guess I'd proven wrong.
Starting January 1st, 2009, GM will eliminate health care coverage for U.S. salaried retirees 65 and over. And for Clark, who is a level 2 diabetic, these changes will make it hard for him to afford the medication he needs.
Everything seems to go down when you start getting older. After 70, when you reach the age of 70, then insurances go higher and you get less.
General Motors sent out a release. It says, "We will continue to take the steps necessary to align our business structure with the lower vehicle sales volumes and shifts in sales mix." But John Clark is afraid of future adjustments the company may make if the auto industry continues its downward spiral.
The thing that really bothers me is if they can get rid of my insurance with a stroke of a pen or a letter, then they can do the same thing with my pension check.
Even though nobody knows the future of the auto industry, for now the pension plan is secure. The company is even increasing the pension amount to offset the loss of health insurance.
I know got some economic problems, big economic problems, but so have we. I mean, you know, as they go, we go. So hopefully everything will work out.
Now all the Clarks can do is wait until this fall to see what GM says it will offer retirees as an alternative health plan and what that plan might cost. Reporting in Bremen, Kentucky, Matt Horn, Fox 7 News.
Even though it's been 13 years, you know, I know that she was here.
Heather Teague is a daughter, a sister, and a friend. She went missing on Newburgh Beach, August 26, 1995.
We don't know where she is. I have no proof she's not alive, and I have no proof she's just gone.
Penny Bell of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, believes her Keeping Tracks Bloodhound unit could offer help and hope for the Teague family. So she and her team made the 12-hour drive down to Kentucky.
We're providing the mom another option to find closure and to maybe give the mom some answers for this very long case.
The search began early Monday morning. It involved a bloodhound Nixter and an experienced team who have searched for missing people across the U.S.
A bloodhound can round off the square pieces of the puzzle parts so that they fit into the story.
The dog got a scent off Heather's old shoes and searched the beach and surrounding area. He searched on and off for hours, but the day's efforts came up short. Teague says they'll continue looking until their questions are answered.
You know, God's just got a day set aside when what's hidden will be revealed.
Matt Horn, Fox 7 News.
I mean, these people had no warning, none.
This community was a relaxing place for families to spend time together. Now those memories have been washed away.
It'll be a long time before some of them come home because there really isn't a home anymore. They're destroyed.
Mary Jackson and her neighbors returned home Sunday after Lake Lawrence had some of the worst flooding in southern Illinois. Now many are forced to salvage the remains of what was once a thriving community.
Everything is everywhere. There's holes in their houses, and then on the other side of the house, you see where the water just came rushing through their homes.
I'm in what used to be somebody's front yard. Neighbors told me when the Enbrow levee broke, 8 feet of water crashed through this house, knocking it from its foundation.
It's nasty. It looks almost like a war zone. Anything that was green is now brown.
The flood destroyed the majority of home and business owner Jerry Hewitt's belongings. However, he says he's luckier than most neighbors.
I had talked to several of them. They're just going to bulldoze them down and relocate.
Both Jackson and Hewitt say things could have been a lot worse.
Few of us are so glad we're just blessed God was with us.
Try to tough it out, start over, out with the old and in with the new.
And starting over may be the only thing keeping these people looking forward and not drowning in the past. Matt Horn, Fox 7 News.
As numerous efforts around the country to build coal gasification plants at this scale and size have faltered nationwide. This project has continued to move forward, however.
Duke Energy and Governor Mitch Daniels were in Edwardsport Monday to celebrate the beginning of a new coal gasification power plant. The company is investing more than $2 billion into a new plant, which is expected to open in 2012. Duke Energy of Indiana's president Jim Stanley says this is a great day for Hoosiers.
Oh, it's an exciting day. Obviously, we've been excited about this project for a number of years. It's been in the planning for 4 or 5 years.
Governor Mitch Daniels says this plant will turn all eyes on Indiana for having one of the most eco-friendly coal plants in the world.
Dramatically below the emission levels of current power plants, dramatically below the limits, the very tight limits that we already have for air quality.
In construction on the new power plant, it's expected to bring hundreds of jobs.
Well, during construction, we will probably average about 800 construction jobs during this 3 or 4 year construction period. Once it goes online, the plant goes online, there'll probably be 100, 125 full-time jobs, well-paying jobs, jobs that are high in terms of technology, the need for technology.
So much bigger than that. First of all, we're going to show to the world that we can use the coal that's so abundant here in an environmentally sensitive fashion.
It's also expected to produce 10 times the power of the current Edwardsport power plant. On a cold New Year's Eve, hundreds of people gathered in Vincennes, Indiana to see an event, 1 year in the making, a watermelon drop to bring in 2009.
Last year we saw the ball drop in New York and someone said, we should do something like that around here.
Here after seeing the activities in Times Square, around 100 people came together to make a larger-than-life watermelon, which weighs more than 800 pounds.
You can see we're growing big here.
This homemade vegetable is made of steel and insulation. Underneath that is a platform where the real watermelons are stored, all 9 of them.
It's exciting and I'm glad to be here.
Minutes before midnight, the crowd was pushed back from the splatter zone, which was a 90-foot radius around the drop zone. Then the watermelon was raised 100 feet in the air and then 9 smaller melons were released. Just like magic, the new year was here.
There'll be a pop and the melons will be gone.
And at midnight, there was an applause and cheers. People say they hope to see this continue for years to come.
I was very impressed. I thought they pulled off something really different and neat. Pretty exciting. Watermelons dropping. What could be better?
In Vincennes, Matt Horn, Fox 7 News. On a January night, Bob Skelding, his 4 horses and dogs stopped at a horse stable facility north of Evansville. His adventure began about a year ago when he built his horse-drawn home, then began an adventure of a lifetime.
It's when I wake up in the morning, it's kind of like opening a Christmas present. You never know what you're going to get. But
at the end of July, he began his 1,300-mile journey, leaving Deerfield, New Hampshire, going through central Vermont, the Adirondacks of New York, along Lake Erie, then southwest through Ohio. He then proceeded through the Hoosier State, ending up here in southwest Indiana.
I took the stuff that I like horses and travel and meeting people, and pulled that together, and away I went.
It took several months to build this home on wheels. It even has a GPS system and a built-in radio. Besides that, it has all the perks of a normal household. People have been tracking Bob for the last couple of weeks, preparing to offer a helping hand.
I said, you go and you click on his website and you kind of take the trip with him.
It's almost living history. It's not every day that you have a team of 4 horses and a wagon.
But now, Bob says he will continue to take this trip in stride and live it all day by day. Matt Horn, Fox 7 News.